We're moving into a nice steady rhythm with this account. It's important to realize what we're working on right now and then looking ahead to what we can be working on in the future, trying to bridge a gap if we can between those two the best as possible on the free to play side. As you can see here, we've now been logged in for 57 days, so we're getting close to that 2-month mark. We've reached account level 93, so that's up 1 level from the last time we spoke, which is about 1 week ago, and we're still looks like we're making decent progress to maybe keep that trend up. We'll have to see what happens. The next nuke team that should be arriving is the Shadow Conclave. Again, we're playing free to play. We're not going to be able to get on this brand new. We'll have to see what happens, but when Malekith drops, that will give us an indication of how this team is going to come to the game free to play. The things we can work on right now are Sylvie and Thanos. Notice I haven't powered them up at all, but we're just trying to make sure, hey, I want to get their character shards every day if I can. In like manner, we know about the team coming after that, which is the Exalted X-Men. Wolverine is one of the characters that's going to be on that team. You see, we got him at 5 stars right now, and this is just from playing the game. We haven't pursued him at all. This is just from playing the game. One of the things we also want to keep in mind is on our daily objective screen there, we have the claim the all clear objective to collect Wolverine shards. So Wolverine's a character that they're just going to give us for free, again, by doing our dailies. That way we're going to be able to get his star rank up relatively quickly. He's had a recent rework in the past. He's going to get another one to go on his new team. He's going to be strong. So again, here's a character that everybody loves. He's going to be usable. We might as well do what we can to get what we can for free. Finishing our daily objectives is always important. The other character that's going to be on the Exalted X-Men that needs a rework is Jubilee. So once again, we notice we have her at 3 stars here. We're just from playing the game. We haven't put any power into her. She's on level 1. So we're not going to do that yet. We're just going to wait till the team comes out. And that's going to be a while. We got like 2 months or more until we're ready for the team. But in the meantime, we can try to make arrangements so that we can get this character powered up. This is something that's important because Jubilee is a legendary character. That means there's requirements to powering her up. You can't just go and farm her off for node or something like that. There are other inputs that have to happen for you to increase the power of this character. If we go to the event section, we'll see the tab here, like Totally Jubilee. That's how we're going to get our Jubilee shards. You see that there's some events here that I have completed. Each one of those events is going to give you a new star on the character. So we have 3 stars on our Jubilee right now. I'm able to go ahead and get our 4th here, but it says I have to meet the requirements. In this case, it says the requirements are met. What do we need to do? Well, if we click on the information icon here, it's telling us that we need PIM Tech or Tech Hero characters. The more stars we have on those characters, the more stars we can get on our Jubilee. So in this case, we would need 4 stars. For the next one up, we would need 5 stars. So if you didn't know, you can filter your roster by those different traits. So right here, we're filtered by Tech and Hero. If we go ahead and open that tab right there, there's a search function. We can just type the traits that we're looking for there. And then on the right-hand side, you see it says or and, right? So in this case, we want it to say Tech and Hero. Sometimes you're looking for things that aren't necessarily related. So you'll be looking for this item or this item. That way you can see everything that's involved. Our best bet right now for working on our tech heroes, in my opinion, or at least just looking at my roster so far, so we have Night Thrasher. We're going to always be continuing to work on him for quite some time until he's starred out. So we might as well do that. Moon Girl from the Champions, the same way. We're going to keep working on her until she's all the way starred out. Then we have Kestrel down there and Iron Man. Kestrel is a Dark Dimension 1 reward. We're not going to power her up. We just need the stars. So as soon as you get some power on a team, you can go through Dark Dimension 1, get her fully started out. That's going to qualify Iron Man. Any Avengers or Shield will qualify to get him. So we see we got star power on him as well. Shuri counts as she's a tech character, and we can get her power up by powering up Spider-Verse characters. They gave us a bunch of Spider-Verse characters in the beginning just for playing the game. Penny Parker and the rest of the Spider Society, they just give us those for free, as well as the fact that we have decided to work on our Insidious Six as our current raid team. That's going to make sure that Shuri gets powered up even more because the Insidious Six are Spider-Verse characters. There may be others here that you might decide to go with as well. Warlock of the New Mutants. We're starting to be able to get him farmable. So again, just by, you have to go to his node anyway every day. You don't have to, but he's sitting on a gold orb node. So we might as well farm that anyway to make sure we're getting our gold. That's going to get his star level up. It's a good pick. Star-Lord is another legendary character that is there. We're not going to go after him necessarily, but it's possible that just because we're playing the game, we might get characters on his input as a legendary character and boost his star rank up as well, which counts towards what we're doing because he's a tech hero. And then if you notice, right, from time to time, we're just going to scroll down and see if we have other people that are have stars that we could take advantage of. Again, if we're looking at, say, Falcon or Star-Lord there, notice we did not rank them up because what we need is a lot more, right? I need 5 stars. So if by chance, though, I happen to be looking through and I have a character that meets that description, even though I might not be using them, maybe I'll go ahead and rank them up to that 5 stars or more so I can put that on my Jubilee. But we'll wait on that because it's going to be a couple months, right? We have plenty of time until the Exalted X-Men come out. So we're going to wait on that, but we're just trying to keep an eye on, is there anything that I can be working into my normal routine, anything I'm going to be preparing anyway that will help me in the future. So once again, Night Thrasher because he's on the Champions, Night Thrasher because he's on the Daring Warriors, Moon Girl because she's on the Champions, Kestrel just because she's an early Dark Dimension Unlock, and Iron Man because once again, same thing, he has a large classification of characters that you can use to get more stars on him. Those individuals are already here for me to take advantage of, so I might as well do so. So as we alluded to, the Sinister Six is the raid team that we chose to work on. There's a lot of different reasons for that. One, they have 2 inputs when it comes to the raid nodes. They have the tech lane, and they also have their own Insidious Six lane. As mentioned, because they are Spider-Verse characters, they're going to automatically put power into Shuri, right? Not that we need Shuri as an individual, but they're going to give her those stars, and we can use those stars on that character to qualify to be a tech hero character. That's going to help us power up Jubilee. Now we're working under the Sinister Six tab here. We recognize that the Insidious Six are only those first 3 characters, Scorpion, Hobgoblin, and Superior Spider-Man. Those are technically the only Insidious Six characters in the game. Shocker and Vulture are considered to be on that team, but they don't have the Insidious Six tag. The progress that we've made so far on them, as you notice, we have blue ISO to level 3 on most of the characters. We still have to work on the Vulture. So again, we're able to start getting them into higher portions of the raid so we can get more rewards. That's going to help us power up our characters more quickly. We are starting to run into a little bit of an issue. So most of these characters, again, are tech characters, so they're going to be using the same type of materials. So we have Hobgoblin here at gear tier 16, and we have Superior Spider-Man here at gear tier 14. We'll need to bring him up to 15 and then to get to 16. So again, the issue is, since they're tech characters, they are using a lot of the same gear. So we just have to be diligent and make sure that we're farming in the order that we want characters to be improved. So for example, if I want to work on Scorpion here, if I want him to be the strongest, gear that I'm using for him is going to take away from the other characters. Likewise, if I want to go with the Superior Spider-Man and just try to get everybody leveled out in the same gear tier, I'm going to be taking gear away from the top of the list. So you just want to have a build plan. Which characters do I need? Is there anybody that I need right now? Is there any rush? If not, it's not something to be worried about. But we just want to, again, be thinking, hey, how much investment do I want to put into each team? Do I need to power up all the characters equally? Or can I focus on a certain character or certain 2 or 3 characters and move on from there? Now, one of the things about that is most teams have 3 new characters and 2 reworked characters. So if there was somebody that had to have the gear, more than likely it's going to be those new characters. So just try to keep that in mind. So as you saw, we were putting that blue ISO on the Insidious Six, and that's because we were able to finish here with our champion team. We see we have the blue ISO all done. I'm not able to get into the purple yet, so I'm wondering if you have to be level 100 to start putting the purple on, because we have it. We did the upgrade there for Moon Girl, but the purple didn't open. So we must need to be at level 100 to start putting the purple on. At any rate, we have 1 raid team done as far as we can, considering their ISO. So that's as far as they can go. So now we've pivoted to the next group once again, the Insidious Six. The last build project we were working on is the Daring Warriors. The final piece of that puzzle there was Speedball. So we got him gear tier 17. So now that build project is complete. We have our Daring Warriors as far as we're going to take them for the moment, gear tier 17. We're steadily farming our characters here inside of the character store, right? With the gear store, all that stuff. And I just want to point something out. As you see at the top there, our shop credits are now 2.4 million. We are definitely running at a deficit. So in the last time we spoke, which was 1 week's time, we have had a deficit of 500,000 shop credits. Okay, so that's 500,000. That would mean that in approximately 5 weeks, I will be out of shop credits if we continue to use them at the rate that we are. So again, if we're playing the game like me, we're definitely running at a deficit. And I don't think that anything I'm doing is outside of the ordinary. I think this is the proper way, right? If you had knowledge, if you have understanding of the game, this is the way we would be using our shop credits. So since there is a limit, you want to make sure that you're using them for things that are necessary, right? I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. I've put a message out there to Scopely. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. This is the most efficient way to be playing the game. I'm only grabbing the characters that I'm going to be using. And all right, so we got Mr. Fantastic here. Great character, excellent arena character, but I'm not building them right now. I'm not going to be able to use them. So we're not using credits for that. But for Daredevil, who is on the Vigilante team, and then Thanos and Sylvie, who's coming up on the Shadow Conclave, right? We're getting those items now because we're going to need them. We're definitely going to need them. We're definitely going to be building that team, or this is a team that I'm already using that's up and running. So we should be using our credits for that. We should be using it for the gear that goes on those characters, and we should not be using it for wish list project. Well, I might do this, I might do that. It's only for things that we know that we are going to be using. And again, we're starting to run at a deficit, so please keep that in mind. We switched over to the Insidious Six for our arena team, and you see we've lost ground. We've lost ground. The last time we spoke, we were at 489, so we were inside of that top 500, and now we're outside of that. Some of that's just due to the fact that I've been busy and haven't been able to be super aggressive in arena. The weekend is always busier, and over this past weekend, again, I was busy. Wasn't able, between work and family, just was not able to put a lot in on this account. So we dropped, and that's fine. That's fine. As our Insidious Six gets stronger, we'll test the waters. And as we move through the summer, or excuse me, into the spring, into the summer, typically around that summer, fall is when the new arena team comes out. So that's why we haven't really put power into our Fantastic Four just yet. So my plan for the week is mostly then to work on the Insidious Six team. I'm going to be trying to get that ISO built up. I'm going to be getting their character shards, and we're going to be trying to get gear on the characters, getting them all to gear tier 17. Do you have any thoughts? Do you have any questions or comments? Again, that's pretty much my whole focus on this account for the rest of the week. But I'd like to hear from you. What are you working on? How is your roster coming along? And if you haven't seen these videos right here, please check them out. They're legit.